to AM864.
The mainland and Hong Kong are connected. We all do our best with what we have to achieve a bright future together.
This is the AM864 News. Good morning, it's 8 o'clock. I'm Stan Yuma. Hong Kong's civil servants must uphold national security and political neutrality in their official roles. The city has mandated in its updated code of conduct for the city's 173,000 individuals serving the public. The updated civil service code took effect on Friday, 6 months after the government proposed a series of changes. It spells out the 12 core values that civil servants should uphold. The code states all civil servants should stay vigilant against acts or activities endangering national security. Civil servants must provide all reasonable facilitation, support, backing, and protection that is necessary for the work on safeguarding national security. The other values include passion for public service, dedication to duty, integrity, professionalism, team spirit, outcome-focused, accountability for performance, and confidentiality. Secretary for the Civil Service Ingrid Yeung said the government is committed to enhancing civil servants' awareness of national security and establishing a set of shared values and standards of conduct for the civil service. She added that authorities had also included clauses in response to the new Safeguarding National Security Ordinance enacted under Article 23 of the Basic Law. Beijing is willing to work with Islamabad to build an upgraded version of an economic corridor linking the two countries. China's leader Xi Jinping told visiting Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif on Friday. Mr. Sharif pledged to ensure the safety of Chinese workers in Pakistan, according to a report on their meeting posted online by state broadcaster CCTV. The report said that Mr. Sharif offered his government's condolences for the deaths in March of 5 Chinese engineers in a suicide bombing in Pakistan. They were working on a dam project in the South Asian country. The Pakistani leader, near the end of a 5-day visit, is making his first trip to China since his election in March. President Xi said he hopes that Pakistan will ensure the safety of Chinese personnel and projects. Earlier in the day, President Xi met with Brazilian Vice President Geraldo Alckmin, who expressed hope that many Chinese companies would participate in a Brazilian government infrastructure program that includes railways, energy, port, and airport projects. Mr. Xi said that China-Brazil ties are a model to promote solidarity and cooperation among emerging economies. In other news, President Joe Biden on Friday for the first time publicly apologized to Ukraine for a months-long congressional holdup in American military assistance that let Russia make gains on the battlefield. Mr. Biden met in Paris with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who appealed for bipartisan U.S. support going forward like it was during World War II. A day earlier, the two had attended ceremonies marking the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings in Normandy, where Mr. Biden had drawn common cause between the Allied forces that helped free Europe from Nazi Germany and today's effort to support Ukraine against Russia's invasion, and Mr. Zelensky had been greeted with a rapt ovation. Mr. Biden said, "I apologize for those weeks of not knowing what's going to happen in terms of funding. referring to the 6-month holdup by conservative Republicans in Congress to a $61 billion military aid package for Ukraine. Still, the Democratic president insisted the American people were standing by Ukraine for the long haul. Mr. Zelensky pressed for all Americans to support his country's defense against Russia's invasion, and he thanked lawmakers for eventually coming together to approve the weapons package, which has allowed Ukraine to stem Russian advances in recent weeks. Finance and stocks slipped and U.S. Treasury yields rose sharply after the government released a jobs report whose headline numbers came in hotter than expected. Overall, the report suggests markets may have to wait even longer for interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve. GameStop, the struggling video game retailer at the center of the current meme stock craze, plunged 39% after reporting another loss and announcing plans to sell up to 75 million more shares. The S&P 500 fell 5 points to 5,346. The Dow Jones fell 87 points to 38,798. The Nasdaq fell 39 points to 17,133. The weather and Saturday's forecast, mainly cloudy with occasional showers and isolated thunderstorms. The maximum temperature will be around 28 degrees with moderate east to southeasterly winds, fresh offshore at first. The maximum UV index for today will be about 3. The intensity of UV radiation will be moderate. The outlook, there will still be showers tomorrow, hot with sunny periods on Tun Festival and in the following couple of days. The current air temperature 25 degrees, relative humidity 93%. The thunderstorm warning is in force.
AM864.